WRHU New York. First off, just congratulations on making the Super Bowl and for a great run the Rams have had. Matt, from your time in Detroit and now currently with the Rams, you have always been held as a player to compete to the last down. Your former coaches rave about you. McVay raves about you right now. What does it mean to you in the highest regard to play as big a stage as in your career on Sunday? And what's some things you've worked on this week to, not squander the moment and play as hard as you can and come out on top on Sunday?
Yeah, it means a lot to me to get to this point. Obviously, in my career, it's been a whole lot of fun to be on this run. With the success of this team, so many great players and coaches that I'm surrounded by in this organization, it's a whole lot of fun, and I'm enjoying every single moment of it. As far as getting ready for this week, I'm just trusting my preparation. Last week's a little bit different, obviously with no game, but only one opponent to play rest of the year. So a little bit of a jump start on that. But this week we just kind of take it like a normal week, go out there and prepare like we normally do, trusting that process is enough to go out there and win the game and play well on Sunday.
Next question will go to John Huang.
Yeah, Matt, we hear all the players talk about the distractions of the Super Bowl. And I know these media opportunities are a little bit of pain for you, but what other distractions are there with you guys being at home?
I think they're pretty limited for us. We don't have to travel, which is nice. I think the biggest new obligations that we have during these, last couple, 10 days or so has been these media, obligations that we have, some things that we have as a team to do, whether it be the little pep rally or whatever it was the other night. But I think coach has done a great job. We've got a veteran team, guys that understand what it takes to get ready to go play a football game. There's probably some guys with a few more family members in town, but I think our organization did a great job of, helping us find spots to put those families so that we can continue to create as much of a normal atmosphere as we possibly can to continue to get ready to play this game on Sunday.
Next question to Jenny.
Hi, Matthew. A lot of teams, including yours, dealt with a spike in COVID cases late in the regular season due to Omicron. The numbers have gone down a lot since then, but I guess what instructions have Sean given the team, or what are you doing personally to kind of stay safe in a week like this when there are a lot of guests in town to avoid getting sick before the game? And does being at home help you be in the best position to do that?
I don't know if being at home or on the road really helps us, either way. I think our team has done a great job since we had that, tough, couple of weeks probably there with a bunch of guys being positive. We lean on our training staff and our performance staff to, help us do everything we can to mitigate those, opportunities to get sick. But our team's done a great job, in the recent, past couple of weeks to really, making sure everybody makes it to game day and is feeling good. So we're excited about the opportunity and doing everything we can to make sure our team is healthy and strong to get there.
Next question to Charlie.
A lot's been made of the defensive adjustment the Bengals made in the second half against the Chiefs. I'm curious, when you see something like that on the field, what's your process of managing a big defensive adjustment in the moment?
I think the biggest thing is just trying to play each individual play as its own, right? Just because they, blitzed everybody and played cover zero the last snap doesn't mean they're going to do it again the next. And it doesn't mean that because they dropped 8 and played, Tampa 2 with a P dropper underneath that they're going to do it the next. You just got to see the defense, play each individual snap as its own. That's easier said than done. A lot of times you're doing everything you can to try and help your team win. You're battling, you're competing. But sometimes the best thing you can do for your team is just check it down or move on to the next play. So it's a challenge. They do a great job of mixing up looks. A really smart defensive coordinator and smart defensive players to go out there and execute that plan. So it's a big challenge for us. But, we face a defense every single day in practice that's pretty special itself. So, feel good about, where we are as a team when it comes to that.
Next question to Kyle.
Hey, Matthew, Kyle Russo from WRHU. Matthew, what has the addition of Odell Beckham Jr. since the injury of Robert Woods in the beginning of in the middle of the season meant to you and this team so far?
It's been huge. Obviously, when we made the trade, we didn't know Robert was, we didn't know we were going to lose Robert like that. And, it's just such a unfortunate event for a special player for our team. A guy that meant so much to us. But I thought Odell did a great job of stepping in, and his role is different than what Rob's was. But he's embraced his role. He's grown in that role. What we asked him to do to come in and learn as much as he's learned in a half a season, basically, and come out here and execute and still play at a high level. A lot of times, whether it's receiver or any other position, when you step in and you're still thinking and learning, sometimes the physicality, the physical parts of the game, drop off a little bit because you're thinking. He's done an unbelievable job of being able to lock in on his plan, his role in our offense, and then go play fast. So nothing but love for OB. He's done an unbelievable job and really helped us out.
Next question for Gary Klein.
Hey, Matthew. Can you imagine a better Super Bowl scenario than be playing at home with you playing so well through the playoffs and, with so many of your key players also being at their best here in the postseason?
I think anytime you're playing in the Super Bowl, you got to be feeling good about it. I've only played in one. They're about to play my first. I know I feel good, about our team and how we've gotten here. It's never perfect. It's never easy. This team has sacrificed a lot and gone through a lot to get to the point that we are. We're excited to be able to do it in our home stadium. We are the away team in our home stadium, but it is nice to have some of the comforts of home. But we still got to go out there and play the game. Got to go out there and earn it.
Let's go next question to Jordan here.
Hey, Matthew, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good, thanks. You mentioned Odell really working to get, up to speed in the offense, and I wonder what you saw from Eric Yarber during that time, and also what you see from him pretty much every day at practice when he's coaching up those receivers. Yeah,
he's an unbelievable coach. He does a great job for us. Ever since Odell got here, in all of our meetings, he pretty much sits right next to Yarbs, and they're talking constantly. They put in a bunch of time and effort together to help bring Odell along, and really some of the development of some of our other guys as well. I mean, I think about Van Jefferson's development from last year to this year. A guy that we're leaning on a lot, Ben Skoranek. His ability to come in as a young guy and learn from Yarbs and Coop and all those guys is huge too. So that's a great group over there, led by Yarbs and so many other guys in that room that could teach the game themselves too. So it's a special group.
Next question from Dylan Hernandez.
Hey, Matthew, you've talked several times this year about, kind of not letting the fear of making a mistake, stop you from being aggressive. And I was just kind of wondering, are your disposition, say when you're about to kind of let one go, are you just kind of naturally, I guess, an optimistic person? Is there some fear maybe that you have to just set aside? Are you excited about an opportunity to make a big play? And that disposition, is that something that you think you're born with, or is that something that you learned, you think, as you got older?
Probably a little bit of everything, probably born with some of it, wanting to be aggressive. But at the same time, you got to learn from every experience, whether it be good or bad, right? Sometimes you give guys chances and they go up there and make plays for you, and sometimes it doesn't work out for you, and you got to assess why, one way happened or the other way happened, I look at across the ball, and at the Cincinnati Bengals and look at Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. And I mean, that's about as good a chemistry as you can get when it comes to down the field shots of, giving Jamar an opportunity. And he's done an unbelievable job of coming down with a bunch of them, and same with T. Higgins and some of their other guys as well. So it's part of playing this position at this level, is being confident in yourself, being confident in the guys around you, and understanding, when it's an appropriate time to take certain shots and when it's not.
Next question from Diana Rossini.
Hey, Matthew. So the Bengals defense has done a really good job, especially in the postseason here, making adjustments in the second half. What have you seen from them, just from watching them on film, in terms of the adjustments they're making, and how you think you're going to be able to sort of figure that out as an offense?
Yeah, they do a nice job. They come out, and do have a great job. They do a great job of, kind of feeling the game out, figuring out what the offense is trying to do, what they're trying to do to exploit their, their calls and their defenses, and then they try to make adjustments. And a lot of times have been, really good. They're really an opportunistic group. They've turned the ball over a bunch of times in the postseason, which has really helped them as well. So ball security is going to be a huge thing in this game. But as far as what you can do as an offense is continue to run your football plays and try to continue to progress in a progression, or just try to get us into the best run play that's possible, whatever it is. Just try to get us into the best play we can get into, and then go execute it. That's the number one thing that you can do as a quarterback, is just continue to play the game, continue to progress, and click to the next guy, until you find the open guy and get him the football.
Next question to Josh Denzel.
Hey, mate. With this being a home Super Bowl, how important a role are the fans going to play in being a deciding factor in this game? And can you manage to cope with that pressure of all those fans dreaming and willing you guys on to win the Super Bowl?
I hope our fans are out there, going crazy. I mean, Super Bowl is kind of its own beast. I understand that from a ticket sales situation. I've seen some of those prices online. They're up there. So I understand it's a lot of corporate people that are buying those and being able to, come to the game. Hopefully we have a lot of LA Ram fans out there cheering for us. As far as feeling any kind of pressure that they're there, man, shoot, we love it when they're there. That's our favorite, place to play. Favorite time to play is when our fans are being loud and making it tough on the other team. So we'll see. I know Super Bowls are a little bit different, and we'll just kind of figure it out as we go. But I don't think we're going to have any trouble with having juice, having adrenaline, getting ready for this one. We should be ready to go.
Next question for Neil Reynolds.
Hi, Matthew. Neil Reynolds from Sky Sports in the UK. Just wondered if you could give me your impressions and thoughts on Joe Burrow.
Yeah, he's a really talented guy, really talented football player, great competitor, very even keel, throws it great, moves around great. I think he does, a great job for a young player, dissecting defense, understanding where the football should go, and then he does a nice job of putting the ball in spots where his guy can go make plays for him. I've been a fan of his since he was at LSU. Love the way he played, love the way he competed there, and that's just done nothing but carry over into this league. And he's in this game because he's willed that team to a bunch of wins, and that's an impressive thing for a guy of his age.
Next question to Jackson Thompson.
How's it going, Matt?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm good. You've been in the NFL a long time now, and you have the opportunity to compete for a Super Bowl. But a big key to staying on the field for that long was, diet, lifestyle. Can you tell me a little bit about some of your most important diet and fitness rules that you follow to get to this point in your career?
Yeah, I mean, that's changed a lot since I was a young player. There's probably some photos floating around there of me at 235 pounds, enjoying life. Back in the day, playing a little bit of ball at a heavier weight, but tried to, as I get older, it's more and more important. That's the biggest thing. Trying to eat as healthy as I possibly can, do everything I can to make sure that my body's in good shape, and ready to play. I lean a lot on the people here that in our facility as far as our training staff goes, and helping keep me healthy. They've done an unbelievable job this year. But just trying to do everything I can to live a healthy lifestyle. And then activity-wise, I mean, we get plenty of it during the season doing our thing. So just trying to make sure that I'm ready to go and feeling as good as I can on Sundays has been the biggest goal.
Next question from Jose.
Hi, Matthew. I have a question. You've seen play the Bengals defense. So how you prepare to attack them? With short passes, because they create a lot of turnovers, and they actually turn the best explosive offense in the NFL to 3 points in a half. How you plan to attack them?
Yeah, they're a really talented team. Like we've touched on a little bit, they do a great job of making adjustments. They've got really smart football players on their side of the ball. On defense, they're an opportunistic group. Have turned the ball over a bunch of times back to their offense, which has really helped them and propelled them in some of these games. But they play complementary football as a team. You look at it, they get a turnover, it usually results in points. Let's say their offense goes 3 and out. I feel like their defense steps up and make plays too. So, it's a tough football team. They're a mentally tough football team. You can tell they're physically tough. They do a great job, in the trenches. So we'll have it'll be a big challenge for us. We're excited about the opportunity, but they're a really good football team, and especially a very good defense. That'll be a big challenge for us as an offense.
Just heads up for the media, we're about 5 minutes left. We're going to go to Nora for the next question.
Hi, Matt. Thanks for doing this. I heard so much from Von Miller about embracing just being sort of a positive influence and someone who injected a lot of positivity and belief into the team, into the locker room since he joined you guys. Do you have an example of that, or can you just speak to what it's been like to be around him since he jumped on with you guys midseason?
Yeah, I can't think of a specific example. I think it's just more who he is as a person, the energy that he has every single day, the way he comes to work, is trying to interact with everybody on our team from day one. He's really comfortable in his own skin. He knows who he is, and people want to be around him. I know I love being around Von. I enjoy going to work with him every single day. He does exactly what you said. He brings a great attitude to work. His attitude, everything about him is infectious, and we love having him on our team, and he does a great job.
Let's go back to Diana here.
All right, thanks for the second question, Matthew. And sorry about my voice. It's Wednesday. I don't know what's going on already, but you guys have really sent a message almost out to all of us that you're really trying to keep it normal there. But the reality is it's not normal. It's the Super Bowl. Is there something that has been a little different and not normal for you guys right now in terms of the everyday? Maybe some details about what the days have been like?
The biggest difference is doing this stuff with you guys every day, to be honest. And, there's great energy around our building. There's always really good energy during the season, but we understand what's at stake. We understand the opportunity. We're so excited about it. So the energy is awesome. I think it's rubbing off on everybody. We're taking it to heart and using it, to help propel us. And whether it's a meeting or we're out on the field or in the weight room, whatever it is, that energy is there and it's around us, and we're loving every second of it. So that's the biggest difference, that and, some of these obligations with the media, things that we have to do. But I think our guys have done an unbelievable job of just kind of, focusing in on what we need to focus in on, which is football. Go out there and get ready to play a football game.
Let's go back to Gary Klein.
Hey, Matthew, Sony Michel is a guy that has Super Bowl experience. I'm just wondering if that's evident at all, or has been evident to you in terms of how he's performed for you guys this season and going into this game. And if you could also kind of address what Kendall Blanton has meant to the team.
Yeah, Sony's been a true pro since he got here. He comes from a great organization in New England. He's had a bunch of playoff and Super Bowl experience. So he brought that with him since day one. That workmanlike attitude, the way he goes about his business is it's great. And it rubs off on that room. It rubs off on all the guys on offense. We enjoy having him on our team, and his presence has been great. Kendall, I think, has done an unbelievable job stepping up when Higgs went down, and just did a great job of maximizing, his opportunities. When he got those opportunities, he made them count, whether it was catching and running, blocking, whatever it is. He's done a nice job for us.